Welcome to the DU Weekly Check-In. I'm joined by women's basketball head coach Kerry Cremeans. And Coach, let's talk about your season. It was a little bit of an up and down season there for a little bit, but you guys really came together in that conference tournament. Can you talk about your season as a whole and then that conference tournament?
You know, we had a little bit of an up and down season. We battled some injuries and even a couple seniors that that didn't start the season with us due to injuries as well. And so we were a little bit shorthanded, but you know what? This team, they battled through it. They always kept believing, and come conference tournament, we were playing some really good basketball, and it was fun to see. It was fun for the team and to make it to that championship game and really fight all the way to the end. We just ran out of gas in those last few minutes, but I tell you what, it was an incredible run, and everyone at the conference tournament and at the arena in Sioux Falls just absolutely fell in love with our team.
Right. You were about 7 minutes away from making history right there.
Exactly. You're exactly right with that.
Now, was what we saw there in the conference tournament, is that something that we have to look forward to next year and in the years to come, that fight, that determination, and that hard work finally paying off?
You know, I think it's, this team has always been a fighting team for 40 minutes, and it was nice to just see it pay off in that conference tournament. And the feeling of being so close, I couldn't ask for anything more. Of course, I would love to have been playing in the NCAA tournament, but for them to feel it and be that close to it and have the emotion and have the tears and know that they left everything on the floor for that championship run, and they were that close to cutting down the nets, it's just going to propel us into the off season and into the spring, into the summer, and then they'll tell our incoming freshmen about that feeling, and that just starts the process of being a championship team.
So now let's look ahead to next year. With the kids that we have coming in and the returners that you have, with the amount of experience that you have on this team, what are your goals for next year?
Well, we have depth. We have depth now. We'll have experience. We have 5 fresh new bodies and our freshmen that are coming in that are just so eager and excited, and many of them come from championship programs too. So that's they come with that winning attitude, and they know what it is that we want to do, and it's just it's exciting going into next season for sure.
So now, what are your plans now for the next couple of weeks and then heading into the summer? Obviously, you're going to head off recruiting.
Right. I'm heading off recruiting today, and I just got back yesterday, so it's busy with recruiting. That is just 12 months out of the year, recruiting and continuing to build your program, and that's what it's all about. Right now, our kids are resting. It's just a firm believer of them resting their bodies physically, mentally, emotionally, and that's just so good for them. And then we'll get back at it mid-April with our off-season training, and a lot of that's going to be focused on strength, and then we'll get on the court as well.
Right, and so a little bit of news there. Abby Bartolotta has decided to step down. Talk a little bit about what she's meant to the team.
You know what? When I first took over this job, I knew Abby through TV and media, and obviously just her being a phenomenal player, coming out in high school and then going on to Duke, but had never worked with her.
Right.
And, she was the most amazing hire. I couldn't have asked for anybody better to, not only just to connect me to the state of Colorado and to everything out west, and then just just as who she is nationally, but she's just a phenomenal person. We all were able to experience that, the team, our athletic department and all of DU, and just an incredible person. And, I'm just so thankful to have her in my life, and, as well as for these kids. And she's excited about her next journey, and she's enjoying her husband, Jimmy, and they want to travel and do some really cool things. And so I'm so excited for her. But she will be our number one fan, and I know she will be very involved in our program moving forward.
Right. Well, thanks for joining me, and congrats on a great run there into the postseason. And I really look forward to seeing what this team has next year.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the DU Weekly Check-In.